we're going to Yoshi's. Let's see how long that takes us. Woohoo! Hello, little people. Welcome to an edition of Henning and Leslie Go on the Road and hold a phallic thing to talk to people. Hey, Yoshi.
Hi.
This feels so strange.
You got a new shirt, and I got a new shirt.
I have a cool one. You have Hendrix. I don't know what that is, but everyone knows cats. Hashtag Mr. Google Rules. So, as you saw at the beginning of the beginning of the video, we took the massive trek over here to Kubach from Hirschhausen, which is where I live. Don't just show up there. And we drove all the way over to Kubach, which was about a 4-minute ride, which took you about 8 years to make. Just saying that it took you quite a while to show up at my place.
You know, some good things just needs time.
And I just realized that the house that he bought 5 years ago, I almost bought 6 years ago. Isn't that fantastic? So we are here at a luthier's den. That's what they call. Leslie is like, what is he talking about? Workshop. This is your workshop. How about I drink coffee and you show us around the workshop?
Very important is I moved before half a year in this workshop. So not everything is done yet, and I don't think that everything's on a place that it's gonna stay. Maybe I move somewhere, something. In the winter it's very cold. It's very, very cold, so maybe I need one more wall, but I don't know that. I would say just let me, where do you want to go? Which way you want to go?
I have coffee, I'm happy right here. So, I mean, where do you start? Let's do this. Let's go chronologically through the instrument. Where do you start?
Wait. I have to ask you because this was my old workshop. And it was just one room, so we couldn't really go to so many spaces. This was only one room. That's why I ask you, where do you want to go? In which corner you want to go?
So you're just really happy that you can ask the question. That's why you're asking the question, because you're so proud that you finally can ask the question. Well, in this really big room, where do you want to go? Right?
Yeah,
you just want to point out how cool your new space is.
Yeah.
I get it.
I love that room. I worked 10 years in my old workshop, but I don't miss it at the moment. That's okay. I think it's nice here. It's a little bit very cold in the winter, but I'm gonna find a solution for that.
Infrared heating.
I have some options.
My whole house is infrared, and it's cheap and it actually works.
Okay. One vision is I'm not going to work in December, January, February. And the other one is maybe I move in this little house over the 3 months because I have already heatings in it, and I'm going to make just like a showroom and to work small things where I don't need big machines. I don't know. We'll see. So which corner you wanna go?
Where do you start when you start with the guitar?
I think in that room. This is the only room that I haven't cleaned up. That means...
Because you work in here, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm working here, and I could say at the moment it's a little bit chaotic, but it's always like this.
Yeah, because you work in here.
It's always like this. And actually, this is a place where 90% of guitar building happens. The last 10 on that table where I need some strings, some pickups, and whatever, but everything else just happens in this room.
So if we go to like the Gibson or Framers or PRS factory, you have a room for the buffing and you have a room for the planing. Is that a planer?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I know. Leslie's pointing at different things. What I'm saying is this a planer? Yeah, but man, it looked like all I know something, and she's pointing. Damn it! That was my place to shine. Yeah, but you have different rooms for these, and of course you have it all in one room.
I have it all, and I think I need it all in one. That means this is the first machine, this is the second machine, the third machine, and it goes like, well, I thought it's gonna go like step 1, step 2, step 3, but I'm doing step 3 to step 1 to step 2 to
jumping back and forth and back and forth. I'm interviewing you. Why are you holding my mic? I'm not used. This is weird for me. Weird. So you would pick up. No, actually, you wouldn't start in here. You wouldn't. See what I did? Start in here because you wouldn't have a piece of wood already. You need a piece of wood.
Yeah.
So this is not the first room where you start. He's a dirty liar. This is the room where you would start.
This is one part of my wood that I have because I split it off because last winter I had some problems with the humidity. It was just a little bit too high, and so I took the half of my wood into another room. But this is where I actually would start. So,
what do you do in here for protecting your wood? I'm sorry. You knew that it had to come. In terms of coldness, humidity, anything. I don't see any spray systems or whatever.
Behind this.
That's a record player. That's
behind this one. I have something. I have a heater, and I have 3
measuring doohickeys, measurizers
in every room. So I know exactly how much is it in this room, in that room, and in this corner. So I just always watch what I have to do, and if it's okay, then I have nothing to do. Then just open the doors and just leave a little bit of air, just get him move.
He doesn't seem too worried. That's cool.
No,
Works.
I don't worry, and cold is not that problem, and hot is not that problem. The humidity too high or too low is actually the problem, but not the temperature too high or too low.
Okay. So here you pick wood. Is that just looks wet? That's not a burl. I thought it's a burl. Is it a burl? No.
This is Corina.
Ah.
This is Corina. Yeah. Oh, it looks the same on the other side, but it's the same wood like the rocker yesterday in the video. The same wood.
Yoshi is a professional already with these videos because we filmed that an hour ago, and he's like, yesterday. It's like he's getting the whole time travel shit. That's awesome. Also, we got some pretty flame here.
These are tops for acoustic guitars.
Oh.
I built most of my guitars are electric guitars, but I built some acoustic guitars too. And this is the acoustic guitar parts.
Ah, that's why they're all like thin things, and there's fretboard blanks, and awesome. This looks like my grandma's
and it's
back door or something.
And it's not finished yet, this room, but I had to finish it because I didn't know what to do with that much space. So it
Whoa, there's a lot more. Holy crap! What the? There's like a lot more space. Of course, it's very dark and you can't see it, but there's a lot more space here. You could build drums as well now.
No. But I built something else if you want to see.
How about keyboards? You could build synthesizers. No.
Something completely else.
Apparently there's another room here.
This is the room that I planned for like a showroom. What I had some water problems, so I had to make this plan for next year. If I have the time, I'm building a boat.
I was just gonna say, I had some water problems. That's why you built a boat to maneuver this room. You're building a boat?
Yeah, well, yeah. But I'm trying to finish it since 6 months, and it's maybe 1 day left, but it's still not done.
1 day left?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like 1 day left.
Yeah, of course.
I'd say thin boat.
Yeah, but it's gonna swim, no problem.
Awesome. Yeah, this would be a nice showroom. Then again, your other room is a really pretty showroom too.
This room was already finished. This was the corner where I had some problems, so I had to cut the floor and wait for next year. Yeah.
And you have the all upstairs where you so far haven't done anything.
Maybe we don't go now.
I'm just saying. And there's this guy from your shirt again.
Yeah.
You seem to like him.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. How did he do that?
This was a painting from Michi Schmidt. The guy
Nice.
who makes my clothes.
I don't have a guy making my clothes. Well, I have Mr. Gugu making my clothes. That's one cool gig bag, I gotta say. I'm gonna show that you have that, because it's not protective at all, but it's damn cool. Because there's naked ladies on there.
It was a present.
Of course, that you ordered online and paid for. Mm-hmm.
It was really a present.
Yeah, sure, right. It was gifted to me, he said. Okay, so let's assume you picked your wood. Then we're in there. See, we're already jumping back and forth like you said you would. So I'm seeing some body blanks over there. So you would trace it and then you go and have, well, not necessarily that, then you have, that is a, what are we looking at?
The type that's gonna be finished maybe in 6 or 7 weeks.
Why does that look so thin? She said.
Well, as good as I know, this is one of the original types.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't look as wide as the neck is.
No, this is the
But this is missing a pickup right there.
yeah, but I can only put it in after the neck. So the next step is first I have to finish the top, then the neck, and then the next pickup.
I know nothing. We're noticing right now. I know nothing. Wait. Let me show this bit here where it's you're just starting the carve.
Yeah.
So how did you carve that? How far do you go with machines, and when do you start working with?
These little steps is the only thing that I can do with my machine, and after this step, I have to do it with my hands. Hands or small machines.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I could never make 2 guitars that would be exactly the same.
Yeah, of course. Because you're not a CNC machine.
I never planned to be a factory. I never wanted to make 100 guitars in a year.
But let me ask you this. If you become incredibly successful, people want Jozsi Lak guitars like crazy, and that's of course a nice feeling because what you do is being wanted. And you simply realize, well, I just can't do this in this way anymore. Would you go and invest in a CNC machine and feel the same about the guitars?
Well, I hope my answer will be the right answer for your question. If I have a list with anything that's in this room, then freedom is going to be on the first place. That means I want to decide when I start to work. I want to decide when I stop to work. I want to decide when I go to eat ice with my daughter. And I think if I'm taking a CNC machine and just making 3 times so much guitars like now, it's not going to be possible. I don't think that's going to be possible that I have as that freedom as I have now at the moment.
Because of the workload.
Yeah.
But the machine could give you time, which would give you freedom. Freedom! CNC freedom.
I never thought that far. maybe, but it's too far for me.
I can absolutely see the fun in actually taking a, whatever you call that tool, shapy tool, and really just putting your own spin on the instrument and really getting in there. I can totally see that programming something, putting it in the machine, getting it out, wouldn't give you the same satisfaction and wouldn't give the customer the same feeling of his luthier that I go to the shop and his luthier having to lay his hands on. It's a different feeling.
Yeah.
I don't think it influences the final product, but it influences how you feel about the final product, which means you play it differently. It's all in the freaking head. We talked about that earlier when cameras weren't rolling. So you have a whole bunch of single cuts here.
No.
Single.
This is the one. This is something new that I'm working on it.
So we don't look at that. We don't.
No. I don't think this guitar is not going to change a word. So. And the other ones are T-type guitars that I make with a guy from Marburg, and it has got T2 P90 from TV Jones. And I got 4 order, and this 4 I'm just making it at the moment.
Let me look at this, because I'm looking for Les Paul. I mean a single cut. This is by itself already pretty heavy.
Yeah, this one yes, the other one not.
Holy crap! There isn't even a neck or anything on it.
But this is a heavy type of mahogany. This one.
It looks really awesome. And let's look at the top. That is pretty. It's a lot of grain going this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has much more figure than the other one. It's a little bit darker too.
Neat, and it's got this. How much do you think this stripe is going to come out in when it's stained? Is it going to go away or?
No, it's not.
See this, Ozzy? Can you see that?
I think it's going to stay.
Awesome. Is it something someone ordered?
No, that one, yeah. This one, not.
Nice. So this table is for keeping things. I have many of those tables.
And it's cleaned up at the moment. Sometimes it looks like this one. I thought I'm going to make one table for if you some kind of repairs. I can't finish it in one day, so I have to leave it. This is what was like. I thought I could do it. Another table too, but
it just doesn't work out that way.
Not yet.
Where do you paint?
This is the only room that I can show you.
Secret shit going in there. Okay. So you have a room where you do that.
Yeah.
Let's just say he has a paint room, and this is where you do all the electric-y stuff.
Yeah.
Big tuner helps, which we don't do. We don't really tune. So yeah, we've pretty much covered it. This is where guitars are being built. Jozsi Lak in Kubach. So if you're ever in Kubach, if you just happen to drive by Kubach, you get a free coffee here, right?
Yeah, of course.
And also if you're in Hessen or anywhere in the vicinity and you really want to get your instrument serviced, he does phenomenal work. I remember I sent Ronnie here and he had an Ibanez, don't ask me what it was, with a painted neck. And he really wanted the paint off the neck. It was just black. And he came back and the thing looked beyond phenomenal because you took the paint off the neck and really shaped it at the headstock and the body. It was a neck through.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you made it look as if this was just like something that had been done on the factory. It was the smoothest high gloss to just maple and then back to high gloss that I've ever seen. And when he told me what you wanted for it, I'm like, that guy's insane.
I hope he's not going to be angry, but I don't remember.
It was you did a phenomenal job on that guitar. And that's when he fell in love with you and had 3 guitars built by you and brought his guitars to you all the time. And now that I know where to find him, I have a lot of guitars that might need set up and things, and the guitars I don't play because they have some issues here or there. So since you're so far away, I once a year will find my way here.
Yeah, maybe me too.
That is so freaking sad, dude. It is so freaking sad. We're gonna say bye-bye and go home. It's a 4-minute car ride. How is it possible that it's 4 minutes and I do what I do, and you do what you do, and we never really...
I don't know.
Can I blame you for that? But I've never been here either. I mean, it's the same way.
I think the most part of the blame is on my side.
I don't think I could have just come over here myself, you know. Let's just give me a hug. I think we should just, you know, we should do this more often. I would say animals at the end. Maybe Leslie can get the chickens outside because Jozsi has chickens.
I have no chickens.
Why? I saw chickens over there.
Rabbits, no.
But I saw chickens. What did I see? I clearly saw chickens in there. Animals at the end.
Father, I have lost my way, left the path I went astray. What I could have become someday, Father, have I lost my way. Mother, have I sold my soul? I feel quite lucky all in all. I didn't fly, I couldn't fall.